Hi, everybody. We're just getting set up here. Hope everybody's doing great. We have 5 minutes to wait. I have a couple of towels. Get a blanket, get a towel, something for your knees, and maybe something for your neck for Savasana at the end. We do about an hour class together. So I'm going to fill in some details on the chat. And if you have anything that you'd like to work on, anything that you have any comments, suggestions, anything, just let me know. You can write it on the chat and we can communicate. There is a little bit of a delay on the chat, so I might not get it right away. But once we get started, hopefully anything that you'd like to let me know will be known. I'm glad you're here. We're going to get started in just a moment. It's 10:56, so we have 4 minutes. Okay. Okay, so I have my computer on, and so I make sure that everything's running properly. That's why I have it on, and it tells me how many people are watching. I count as one. I count as one person. So makes me laugh because sometimes live, it's just one. But I do know that some of you watch the recording, so I do appreciate that. And anything that you want to share, any comments, and share with your friends. Let them know, or let anybody know, friends or no friends, people on the street, whatever. What we're doing this for. It's not just for us; it's for awareness of charity. And this particular charity is a camp, and also they do year-round programs for special needs individuals ages 8 to 18 in the summertime, and then the rest of the year it's kind of mixed. We have some alumni come and spend some weekends and do programs. For example, today there's a Friendsgiving where we've invited whoever wants to come, and they can come, and they have a nice Thanksgiving dinner together, and they just spend time together. It's really lovely, and that's just for the day. So there's little things like that are going on, but the website is listed there, so you can go check it out. It's sfa.org, SFAH, SFAH, for Southampton Fresh Air Home.org. And also my website is there, hathayoga.com, where you can find everything that you want to find. What we're doing, I teach several classes a week on Zoom, and we have a little community near where I am here. And, we have live classes, we have Zoom classes, we have other teachers teaching on the schedule. So it's really lovely. We've put together quite a nice little thing. And the people who are together, when we're together, we just love being together. So join us in one of those sessions if ever it calls you. And every Thursday we do this class. So reach out to me, hathayoga.com, and you'll find out all the details on how to reach me. And, you can always email me that way, and let me know if there's something specific that you'd like to work on. And a shout out to all the veterans today. It is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day. And thank you to all the veterans for all your service. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So thank you. And it's also my brother's birthday. So happy birthday to my brother, an important person in my life. And I'm really glad that he is here in this world. Okay, so it is now 11. I'm going to get on my mat. I have a couple of towels. So if you have towels, if you have a blanket, something like that for your knees would be great. And anything else that you like to practice yoga with. If you have yoga blocks, if you have a strap, right? Sometimes we need a little bit of an assist for our practice. So you can grab whatever calls you. And for Shavasana at the end, I highly recommend rolling a towel up for underneath the neck. And if you have back issues, if your back is sensitive, something for underneath the knees, and perhaps a blanket to cover you, just to keep your body warm, because when we lie there, it does cool down. So having said all that, maybe you want an eye pillow as well. Or a sock. Some people put their stinky, gross sock on their eyes for Savasana, but that's them, you know, it's an option. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Jared. Okay. And again, if you have anything you want to let me know that's going on with you, if you want to work on anything, just let me know. So let's start in a seated position. If it's hard for you to get down on the floor, you can always sit in a chair for as much as what we do that you can do in a chair. Why not, right? Why not just try it out? And I have a whole bunch of videos for chair yoga as well that you can find on our library if you're interested in that. So the ankles are crisscrossed. You can always sit differently, okay? You can crisscross the ankles the other way. I would highly recommend that, just to break a habit. You can also sit on your heels like this, right? Or you can sit with something underneath your bottom, maybe a block, or maybe you want to put a towel or blanket underneath your hips, something to make you comfortable. If you have tight feet, the tops of your feet, then roll a little towel up and put it underneath the ankle area or a blanket, and that should help you there. Let's take a deep breath into the body. Let the breath fill from the nose down through the trachea. Allow it to inflate all the way down into the diaphragm, and it pushes the belly out. So when we inhale, physically push your belly out, and then the ribs, and then the chest. And then exhale, the chest moves in, then the ribs, then the belly. Well, let's keep doing that. Inhaling, the belly pushes out, the ribs push out, the chest pushes out. And we exhale, the chest sinks in, then the ribs, then the belly. Continuing that same breath, it's Dirga, 3-part yoga breath, Dirga breath, belly, ribs, chest, and exhaling out, chest, ribs, belly. Good. And close the eyes, let the mind find a little peace in this moment. Going in, closing the eyes and breathing. And as we continue that Dirga breath, notice what's happening in the mind. Do you have a million thoughts going on? What is appearing in your mind as you sit and as you breathe? And can you just watch those things and allow them to travel through without being blocked? Just watch. Put your thoughts on legs and let them walk through the mind from one end and out the other. Join the hands together. Come into prayer pose, creating a dedication for this practice today. Let's begin with a gentle Om together. Om. Make sure you're seated comfortably. Float your arms out to a T position with an inhale. Bring your left arm under. Let's give ourselves a hug. The right arm on top. And circle your elbows around in one direction. Good. Take some notice here on what's happening in your shoulders, what you're feeling. Let's circle the opposite way. Find peace in every movement, in every breath. Let's hold it still. Walk your hands across your back and grab onto or see if you can find your shoulder blades. Just notice what that feels like. And while we're hugging ourselves, let's give ourselves a squeeze, right? So squeeze really tightly, as tight as you can. And then relax that squeeze, right? So we're holding on, hands on the back body there, breathing deeply. And let's squeeze again, really tight. Good, relax the squeeze. Take a deep breath in. And let's do one more squeeze. And relax, breathe deeply. Float the arms out to a T position with an inhale. Good, bring your right arm under, left arm on top. And we're gonna circle around. Good. How's your smile doing? Corners of the mouth moving upward. How does that feel? Circle the opposite way. Good. So loose, relaxed circle movement. And let's hold it still. We're going to walk the hands across the back. See if you can find your shoulder blades. And give yourself a good squeeze. Nice tight hug. Why not, right? Why can't we hug ourselves? Why not? Releasing endorphins. Let's relax the squeeze. Take a deep breath in. And squeeze again. Good. Let's relax. Take a breath. And let's do one more squeeze. Relax. Take a breath and float the arms out to a T. Let's open up the chest. I have an itch on my eyebrow. And bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers there. We're going to press the knuckles down. Now we've been sat for quite a while, so if you need to change your position, feel free to do so. I'm going to bring my legs forward and crisscross. So interlace fingers behind. We're going to press the knuckles down, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the arms off the back as high as you can, and then circle around in one direction. Let your face relax. And just keep breathing. And let's circle the opposite way. Good. Hold it still. Let's press the knuckles down towards the floor and open up your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Take the arms off the back a little bit more. Grow through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in. Good. Release the arms and bring your hands to the knees. Whew. Shake out your shoulders. Good. Bring your legs straight out in front of you. Lift the body tall. Flex your feet. When you flex your feet, press the backs of the knees down towards the earth for an isometric stretch. And then relax the knees away from the floor. Relax the feet. Take a deep breath in. Flex again and press the backs of the knees down into the floor as much as you can. Good. Relax and breathe. Excellent. Let's do that one more time. Press backs and knees down. The hands are just resting on the legs. You're not pushing anything. Flexing the feet. Strong body. Breathe deeply. Good. Relax. Excellent. Shake out your legs. And now we're going to tilt the body forward just to where we feel a stretch in the backs of the legs. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to overstretch. When you come to the limit where your legs are saying that's enough, you can round your lower back a little bit here, right? So you want to maybe add a little stretch to the lower back and ease the pressure off of your hamstrings from overstretching. So you can round a little bit in that lower back. Give some flexibility to your spine. Support your body with your hands on the floor, your legs or a block. Good. Walk your hands in. Let's sit the body up tall. Take the arms up towards the sky and let the palms face in. Drop the shoulders down. You're going to take the right leg and lift it up and let the left hand come down to touch the leg or the foot. And you're going to lower the leg and then switch. Right hand, left foot, up and switch. Breathe in and switch. Good. Take your time and working on the core muscles, but also this upper thigh area where the iliopsoas is and the hip flexors. There's a lot going on in that upper thigh area. So this is a great way to strengthen that part of the body. Many, many, many people that I know have weakness there. I'm not going to mention any names. Good. And let's come up to center. Drop the shoulders down, soften the jaw, lower the arms. Good. Bring your hands behind your back. Let's interlace the fingers again, but this time opposite thumb goes on top. Press the knuckles down. Let's squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the arms off the back again, and let's circle around again with these arms. Sometimes it might be hard to sit like this, so you can always sit on the front edge of your blanket or a cushion to help you out, or in the chair. Circle the opposite way. Be creative, right? And in the movements that we give our body to help support us, we can be creative. Hold it. Let's press the knuckles down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep opening up the heart. Good. Release your arms and bring your hands forward to your thighs or knees. We're going to take these shoulders and just give them a little bounce again. Good. Knees are bending. The hands come behind us for support, and we drop the knees gently from side to side. Perfect. I'm going to turn to face you because I miss you. I miss seeing you. Let your jaw relax as you inhale deeply and exhale everything out of your body. Good. Getting the movement. Beautiful. Bring the knees over to the right. And let's take this left leg back behind. Hug the right foot in. Your left hand comes to this top hip. We're going to rock it forward and rock it back. So the hand is really not doing much. It's just kind of there for decoration. And it's there to remind the hip to go forward and back. The holidays are coming up, so decorations are very important. Keep moving forward and back with the hip. Let the jaw relax completely. And just notice how you feel as you move. Some people really love this movement. It's subtle, it's gentle, but it really does a lot. And when we're rocking and we're moving the body, it's helping the body, the muscles around the bones to relax. Especially if they're stuck, right? They get attached. Just like many of us do. We get attached to things. Let's push the hip forward and hold it there. Now the left hand is helping you. It's going to help push that lower back hip area forward. Breathing deeply. Making sure your right foot is touching that left inner thigh. We have a good distance between the knees. And now we're going to rotate the body. Let the hands walk to this right side and give the spine a twist. I always like to try and get an extra little adjustment in my spine when I'm doing this. Grow the spine up nice and tall and feel where you feel the stretch. Notice where you feel the stretch. Come back to that Dirga breath, filling the belly, the ribs, the chest. Shoulders relaxing, jaw relaxing. Good. Let's frame this right knee with the hands. You're going to flex your left foot And you're going to lift and lower this back leg up and down. Feel your face completely relax. It's a great day to do yoga. It's a great day to strengthen and stretch the body. Let's lift and hold. Squeeze the left shoulder towards the hip. Open up your heart. I know this can be a little bit tiresome, but it's talking to us. It's telling us where we have weakness. And this is going to help strengthen us. Squeeze shoulder towards hip. Let's swing this left leg forward. And then we're going to swing it back. Where does the left hand go? Wherever it's comfortable. Swing forward, swing back. Making sure there's nobody behind you to kick, or perhaps a wall or a lamp. I'll make sure we don't hurt ourselves or anything else. Lamps have feelings too. Good. Excellent. Let's bring the leg forward and lower it down. Perfect. We're going to lean back into those hands, bend the knees again out in front, plant the feet, and gently windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Now, are you breathing? It's always good to double check that, don't you think? Wait a minute, am I breathing? Bring the knees over to the left. Bring the right knee back and let this left foot come to the inner right thigh. Right hand to the hip. Again, decoration, forward and back. A good reminder. Dear hip, please move like this. Love hand. Good. Let that hip press forward, and the right hand is helping to nudge. Give it a little nudge. Open up your heart. Grow the spine. Notice when you breathe, what happens to the belly, ribs, and chest. Let them expand. Let everything relax. Body, mind, emotional, self. Try to see things a little bit more clearly. Let's walk the hands over to this left side and give ourselves a twist. Body is tall. Breathing deeply. And let's squeeze into a deeper twist if there's space. Let's slowly rotate to face this left knee. We're going to frame it, flex the right foot, and lift and lower that back leg. So now we can determine which hip feels stronger when we're doing this movement. What do you feel? Left is typically weaker for many people. Just checking in on your body. Let's lift and hold it. Squeeze the right shoulder towards the hip. Open, lift your chest, and soften your jaw. Good. Are you ready to swing? Right leg forward. Beautiful. Right leg back. Watch the wall. Right leg forward. Right leg back. Let's keep going. Right leg forward. We are getting stronger with every movement that we make. Yes. We got this. Life is better when you're stronger. Gets a little tiring though, isn't it? Gets a little tiring to be strong all the time. Bring the leg forward and let's lower it down. Woo! Excellent. Feet out in front, knees bent. Walk the feet a little wider and drop the knees in and then open them out. Drop them in and open them out. So how is your range of motion in your hips? In and out. What do you feel? Does it feel like there's something stopping you from getting the knees closer? Does it feel like the opposite way? Knees out or in? What's tighter? Let's drop the knees open and bring the soles of the feet to touch. I always have to fix my pants on this one. And soles of feet are touching. We're going to grab ankles or the feet, whatever feels best for you. And we're going to lift the body tall and toes forward. Drop the shoulders down and soften your jaw. I'm taking my daughter and her friend to go get our nails done today, which I never do. I don't even know what to ask for. I don't know what to say. It's a birthday gift for my daughter. So wish me luck. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Let's keep breathing here. Surrender a little bit more forward. We're going to practice some balancing. Lift your head, lift your body. Bring your knees together. Woo! Good. So we're going to rock the body onto the sits bones, that bony part of the bottom that you feel sticking into the ground there. That's the bottom of your pelvis. And you're going to lift your feet up and come into an upward facing boat. Relax the shoulders down the back. Now take the arms inside the legs and bring the arms underneath the lower leg. Okay, so I'm going to face you so you can see. This is your lotus blossom. So the palms are facing up. We were here, okay? Arms inside and then under, palms up. So you're still balancing on the sits bones. And if you're falling, that's okay, because you can just get right back up. Try it again. You can also put a little block behind your back to help keep you balanced, or maybe lean into a wall. Little lotus blossom. So what do you feel in this posture besides silly, maybe? What do you feel? Do your shoulders feel like they need a stretch? Do they feel like they're getting a stretch? Do they feel like they're working? Just checking in with your body. Staying on the sits bones, let's see if we can grab the big toe of each foot. We're wrapping the first two fingers inside the first two toes and the thumb around the outside of that big toe. And we're going to open the legs wide. Hello. Drop your shoulders down and take a deep breath. And if you have a yoga strap, you can always use that around your feet instead. After this posture, we're going to work on stretching out the hips a little bit. So get ready for that. Drop the shoulders, bring your heart forward more, grow up through the crown of your head and relax your face. Let's bring the feet back together. And now the right heel goes under towards this left hip and the left knee comes on top of the right knee. If your hips are feeling tight, you're going to take a blanket or your towel and sit as high as you can comfortably on those folded up towels or blankets. And that's going to help ease your knees down. And we're going to try and stack them one on top of the other. Okay, this is your Gomukhasana, cow face. These are the lips, if anybody cares. You have the upper lip and the lower lip of the cow, and you're going to bring your hands forward. Beautiful stretch for the hips. Pull the shoulders down. Arch and round your spine here. Let's get creative and have a little fun. Arching and rounding the back. This is what I do at parties. So much fun. Getting creative, having fun, going to a party. Keep going, arching and rounding, keep breathing. Good. Come to a neutral spine. Take a deep breath in, and let's walk forward with the hands. And find a little surrender here. Allowing those hips to melt. Two knees stacked can be quite challenging. You can always do this on your back, lying down on your back. You can also lengthen the lower leg forward, but that kind of brings it out of the hip a little bit. Lift your body up to center. So as we sit tall, bring your left arm up and the right arm behind the back. Okay, so the palm faces out with this right hand. We slide the back of that hand up the back, and the left hand tries to connect with the right down the back. Now, some people have open shoulders, and this is not a problem. If you want, you can always connect your hands with a sock or your strap if you have a yoga strap. We're going to circle this left elbow in one direction to help the right shoulder open up, that lower shoulder. Gentle movements, use your breath. Always doing just what you can in the yoga class and exploring, circle the opposite way. Doing what you can, but you might surprise yourself. You might surprise yourself. Let's hold it still. Get those hands a little bit closer if there's any space. Body is tall. And now we're going to tilt forward and feel that right shoulder get a beautiful stretch. If you have anything screaming at you, please come out of the posture and take care of yourself. Let's slowly rise up to center. Good. Float the arms up towards the sky, inhaling and dropping the shoulders down. Beautiful. Lower the arms. Excelente. Good. Shake out the shoulders a little bit. Perfect. And now we're going to switch the knees. So bring your right knee on top of your left. You want the left foot to come towards the right hip, and then take this right knee, on top. So right knee on top, left knee under, and then situate your hips a little higher if needed. Even if you don't think you need it, try it out and see how it feels. I have to say, I'm loving it. We're going to lift the body tall and tilt forward here for a nice stretch. Pull the shoulders down, and we're going to get creative again. Are you ready? We're going to tick-tock the torso this time. Get a little sway and breathe. Good, let's hold it. Walk the hands forward a little bit more and bow the body to where it feels comfortable. Keep breathing. Try to relax whatever muscles are talking to you. And let's walk those hands in and sit the body up nice and tall. Beautiful. Take the right arm up towards the sky, nice and stretched, and drop that hand behind the back. Bring the left arm back with the palm facing out, and let's slide the hands as close as we can towards each other. Try to touch them, and then circle the right elbow in one direction. Good. Again, are you breathing? How does it feel? Let's circle the opposite way. Perfect. Walk those hands a little bit closer towards each other. Inhaling here. And let's tilt forward for a nice left shoulder stretch. Good. Rise up slowly and mindfully. With the body, release the hands. Oh, good. Onto that front knee. Let's shake out the shoulders. Good. Now we're going to flip the body very carefully into a table position. If you have blankets, towels, you can put them under your knees. I always love to use my towel under my knees. And we're going to bring the hands forward, a little bit of the shoulders, and we're going to bow the body into a puppy dog stretch. Drop the head. So in your puppy dog stretch, resting your forehead on the floor or a block, and roll on the forehead from side to side. Let's just do a little movement, little side to side movement. And as you roll, notice what it's doing for your shoulders, your arms. You can separate the hands a little bit wider across the mat and see what that feels like. Keep rolling from side to side on the forehead. Supporting the head at every angle that we can. Let's hold it still. Keep those hands wide and breathe as you bow. Good. Look forward with your head and let's rise up to table. Walk the hands back. Keep your toes curled. Now, if you have blocks, you're going to come up to your knees. If you have blocks, bring them to the outsides of your ankles if you're feeling a little tight in the front body. Otherwise, we're going to do half camel. So toes are curled and the left hand's going to drop down to this left heel. I want my inner thighs to roll inward, not outward. So I want to hug inward with my inner thighs. And my right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. So this is your half camel. You're lifting your chest up to where the ceiling and the wall meet in front of you. And we're going to squeeze the bottom and just breathe. If your neck feels good, you can drop your head back, but really make sure your neck feels okay with that. Right, we're increasing the back bend by doing that. So you're going to reach that right arm back more if your head is dropped. Bring that right arm forward and slowly lift up with the left arm. And we're going to switch. Right hand comes back. I like to drop straight back with the hand rather than turning the body and then bringing the hand to the heel. It's just helpful for the torso to stay straight and squared, which is what we want. And then the left arm reaches up. We're squeezing the buttocks. We're lifting the heart to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And if it feels okay, you can drop your head back, increasing your back bend. Bring that left arm up higher, the head comes up, take the right arm up. We always want to be mindful in back bends, especially if we have sensitivities going on. Drop the shoulders, breathe deeply. Now the hands come down in front. Excellent. And we're going to push our way up to a downward dog. So slow movements, the knees are going to stay bent in downward dog and the head is heavy. Knees are very bent. Fingers are wide. We're squeezing with the fingertips. And we're sending the hips high up and back. Let the head be heavy. And now push your heels down to add a stretch to the backs of the legs. But notice what it does to your back body. Okay, so if your knees are bent, and then you push your heels down and it rounds your back, then bend the knees again. Send the hips up and back, and maybe just pedal out the heels to stretch the backs of the legs in that instance.
If both heels down doesn't compromise your back body, then push both heels down. Elbows stay a little bit bent. Head is heavy. Strong body. Good. Left leg comes up behind you. Now I'm going to do the opposite of you so I can mirror you. And we're going to step that foot forward between the hands. Allow your back foot to be comfortably placed. And you're going to take the arms out to a T for your warrior one position, lifting up. Woohoo! And the hips are squared facing forward. This is Kripalu style warrior one, where the back heel is lifted. You can also lower it down, but the hips want to stay facing forward in warrior one. Drop the shoulders down. Good. Let's see what this feels like to interlace the fingers into a steeple posture. So the pointer fingers stick up. And we lift the body out of the waist. We breathe, push into the front foot, and come into a back bend, lifting the chest towards the ceiling and the wall where they meet in front of you. Where do you feel this? Good. Bring your body to the front foot. Very slowly, the body comes to center, and we shift to this front foot. And we're going to lift the back leg up, again, slowly and mindfully, and tilt to where it feels comfortable with that right leg up behind. And the arms out in front. Now, this is a challenge. You can use the wall. You can separate the hands. This is definitely a challenge. Keep breathing. Let's release the hands and bring them to the floor, lifting the right leg up into your drinking crane posture and dropping your head down. Nice heavy head. If you're feeling a little weak today, think about what kind of fuel you've given your body or not. In other words, have you eaten? I forgot to have breakfast and I'm feeling a little weak. Lower the right leg back behind you into a lunge. Press with your hands and kick your left leg up behind. And then lower to a downward dog. Let's hold it here. Fingers wide, elbows are soft, head is heavy. What is your body saying to you today? Eat breakfast. Bring your right leg up behind you. Good. Let's step that foot forward between the hands. And making sure the feet are comfortably placed for lifting up into a warrior one position. Come on up when you're ready. Push into the back heel, drop the shoulders. Perfect. Good. Now your back leg, left leg, you're going to try and press the back of that leg towards the wall behind you. Right? And that's going to help straighten out that leg. Interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top this time. Got to figure that one out. Pointer fingers stick up. We lift up. We breathe, and we come into a back bend. The heart reaches up. Jaw relaxing. Keep breathing. Good. Bring your body to center. Transferring the body to this front foot. I gotta push mine back a little bit. Lift the left leg up behind you and then tilt the body forward to where you feel okay. Nice strengthening for the back body here. Get longer. Breathe deeper. Lower the hands down to the floor and come into that drinking crane with your left leg up behind you. Drop your head.
Find the peace. Good. Lower your left leg to the lunge behind and kick the right leg up behind you. Good. Come to a downward dog. Let's hold, breathe, feel. Fingers are wide. Elbows are soft. Bring the knees floating down to the floor, very gentle. And you're going to make your way onto the back body. So let's do this. Bring our towels with us. If we end up not getting back up for Savasana, we're going to hug the knees into the belly. Always a great thing, right? Laying down on the back and hugging the knees into the belly. Take the knees open towards the armpits. And let's come right into this happy baby. We're going to grab the big toes with the hands, the arms inside the legs, and just rock gently from side to side. It's a beautiful massage for the lower back. Feel your face relaxing. Hold it steady. And let's see what this feels like, opening up the legs out to a big V. Use your strap. Use a men's belt if you need around those feet. A towel, 2 towels. Let's breathe again. Bring those knees back into a happy baby. Take your time. And then bring the feet together and the knees together. Keeping your knees together, we're going to rock them forward and back. Your hands can come to the knees just to assist. So forward and back. Good. Plant the feet down to the ground. Arms alongside the body. Lift your hips up when you're ready, squeezing the bottom as high as you can go. Allow the entire sole of your foot to plant evenly into the floor, and you're going to glue the feet to the floor and try to hug them back towards the hips without them moving. So we're strengthening the glutes, we're strengthening the hamstrings. Lift a little bit higher and allow your feet to now stay just planted. We don't need to hug them back. Just keep them planted and rock the shoulder blades under. Interlace your fingers there and reach your knuckles away from your shoulders. Keep rocking under to create some more space. Press again evenly into the feet, squeeze the buttocks, and lift those hips up. Keep the neck long. Breathe deeply. You can always put a yoga block underneath your sacrum to keep you lifted. Releasing the arms here. And let's lower very slowly down to the floor. Hips to the ground. Ooh, good. Keep those feet planted. Let's windshield wiper the knees from side to side. How does it feel now to move the body? Has anything changed? Drop the knees down to the right. And let's hold it there, the arms out to a T position. Feel your heart opening up. The chest is opening. The jaw is relaxed. Work on deep breathing. In through the nose, fill the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale out, chest, ribs, belly. Acknowledging what you feel and where you feel it. What you feel and where you feel it. Does the body relax when you acknowledge what you feel and where you feel it? The body is always gripping somewhere. Can you find it and relax it? Let the knees gently lift up and over to the opposite side. Hips are shifting. We're going to drop the knees to the left. And let's breathe into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Hold it here. Is it different on this side? Belly, ribs, chest expand. Face relaxing. Forehead relaxing. Just melting. Good. Rise up with those knees. Shift the hips to center. Cross your right ankle in front of your left and drop the knees down there. So we have one ankle in front of the other. And this can be very intense. So make sure you use blankets under the thighs or blocks to alleviate too much intensity. Tuck the shoulder blades under. If you want, you can bend your elbows here, keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders, and let the backs of the hands touch the floor or rest on blocks or blankets. The more you can tuck your shoulder blades under the body, the more you can open up the front of the shoulders. But it's all connected. Breathe deeply in and out. Good, let's switch the ankles. The one in front goes behind. And again, let's take our time with movements. Nothing too rapid. And sipping in through the nose, belly, ribs, chest expanding. Exhale with a sigh. Maybe you can tuck the shoulder blades under a little bit more still. Chest is again opening up. Good. Find the peace. Knees come up one and then the other. And moving the body into a Savasana now. If you'd like, you can put something under your knees. If your back is really bothering you, you can step the feet wider than the hips and just drop the knees together. See if that helps. And I highly encourage to roll up a blanket or a towel for your neck. So I'm going to do that with mine. And we want to encourage the cervical spine to stay curved. We have beautiful curves in the spine. So let's try and support them, encourage them to stay that way. And bring the arms out to the sides with the palms facing up. We're going to be here for 5 minutes or so, maybe a couple minutes longer. So definitely make sure you're comfortable. And we're working on deep breathing. Breathe in, 54. Breathe out, 54. Breathe in, 53. Breathe out, 53. Breathe in, 52. Breathe out, 52. See how far you can get down to the number 1. And if you forget where you are, start over at 54. If you get to 1, start over at 54. Continuing to breathe. And watching the colors behind the eyelids. Allow the breath to deepen. A gentle wiggle of the fingers, of the toes. A rocking of the wrists the ankles if your legs are long. Float the arms back behind the head and stretch the arms and the legs out in front. Feel the support of the floor, the blankets. Let's hug those knees into the belly. Take your time. And rock side to side on the lower back. Very gentle. Good. You can plant your feet here to help you roll over, or just roll over and flop down to the floor. And when you're there, just stay there for a moment. Maybe take your lower arm and bring it up to your top shoulder and give yourself a little rub, a little pat on the back there. Give yourself some self-talk, positive talk. Good job. I'm here with you, right? You can tell yourself that. I'm here. I'm here for you. Take your top hand, push the floor, and when you come up, do it slowly so that your head comes up last. Good. Good. Just take a moment to breathe and notice how you feel. You can always sit on the front edge of your blanket again. Whatever helps you to sit comfortably. And find some deep breathing here. Notice how you are in this moment. How am I in this moment? Am I grounded? Do I feel clear? Do I feel good? Is it easier to breathe now? Bring the hands together into prayer. Remembering our dedications. Let's finish our practice together with a gentle Om. Om. Bow the head to your heart, to your light. Find gratitude for you today. See the light in those around you and find gratitude for them today. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Any questions, please let me know. And I am here for the comments if you have any. Tell your friends and we'll see you for the next one. Now in 2 weeks, we have our Thanksgiving class. So that'll be at a different time. It'll probably be at 10 a.m. So you can still join us for that and make a donation if you'd like to sva.org for young people with special needs. Thanks so much, everybody. Have an awesome day.